So I thought that I should just at least record another video here. I know you guys are going to see me twice in this environment, this shirt, the sun hitting exactly the way it's supposed to hit. Actually, let me just adjust myself a little bit. But I thought I should record another video for you guys just because, you know, the Marlins ranting stuff, I find that probably interesting. But I wanted to go in and talk about, first of all, let me lock my chair so I don't fall back. I wanted to go into the Miami Dolphins. And look, man, I know that Dolphins fans don't want to hear this, but they can still get to the playoffs at 8-8. They literally only need the Ravens to lose once and the Titans to lose twice. And the Titans face the Rams and the Eagles in the next 2 games, who are probably be trying to fight for home field advantage. So they're not resting players. So the Titans, they're going to have to fight. The Ravens need to lose 1 game and anything is possible in the NFL. But the Dolphins need to win 2. That loss yesterday, they don't have a cushion anymore. A loss to the Chiefs and 2 wins against the Bills, beneficial. A loss against the Bills, a loss against the Chiefs, 7-9 season. They need to win and win comfortably against the Chiefs. And they need to bring that back to Miami and beat the Bills. Even if they cannot get to the playoffs. Let's say the Titans beat the Rams or the Eagles and the Ravens don't lose. Even if the Dolphins cannot get to the playoffs, 8-8 sounds a hell of a lot better than 6-10. Sounds a hell of a lot better than 7-9. Not make the playoffs? They don't make the playoffs. How could you expect the team to make the playoffs? They're at their backup quarterback, technically. They've had to play their 3rd string quarterback, technically, if you really want to put it that way, for a couple of games. Traded away a running back after no production in the first 7 games of the season. Their backup running back is injured, so their starter is having to take on a load that he hasn't taken on since, I believe it was his senior year in high school. He hadn't taken that many carries. I mean, what else could we go to? A multitude of penalties, injuries, 16 straight games. Did I mention that? I mean, if this team can finish 8-8, seeing what's happening to the Buccaneers, look, 16 straight games is no joke. If they can finish 8-8, I mean, honestly, 8-8 is a successful season to me. Most people thought we were going 4-12. I can deal with 8-8 and no playoffs. That's just a personal thing for me. I can do 8-8 and no playoffs. Why not? I mean, let's be real here. 8-8 is much better than 6-10, 7-9. You make the playoffs, sure. Hey, you get knocked out by the Jaguars in the first round, but hey, that's cool. But even if you don't, 8-8, hell, Adam Gase took this team to 8-8. The offense, the defense, Matt Burke, the things he's been doing. Also wanted to mention that call on Xavier Howard yesterday. What a weak and horrible call. 2 weeks in a row, man. You know, there's something interesting about soccer. They have this thing called the video assistant referee, or VAR, to put it that way. And what the video assistant referee does is it looks at calls and analyzes calls to make sure that calls aren't called incorrectly on the field. And for the most part, at least in the Bundesliga, it's worked. It's taking penalties away. It's given penalties, yellow cards, taking red cards away. It's done a lot. I think we could use that. Oh, wait. We have this thing that reviews things, but only on scoring plays. I forgot to mention, did you know that we use paper to mark first downs? Did you know that we still use chains instead of anything else we could possibly use? Did you know that with the review system, can't challenge a penalty? You know, if I'm the NFL, I see how bad the officiating's been this year. And I say this an honest point. Someone who would never want to lose his job. I love my job. I love my job. Someone who would never want to lose his job. I'm sure these refs love their job too. Fire sale. Keep the vets that have been doing good. There are few. Some Sunday night football and Monday night football. But those are the good guys. They're supposed to do good. Train new ones. Train them. Not what's happening now. The officiating this year, that's like officiating at a flag football game for a little league team in Idaho. And if you live in Idaho, I'm sorry. It's really not me trying to like bag on Idaho. The point is, right, that we've gotten to this stage. We've gotten to this point where the refereeing is so bad. The officiating is so bad. And it's cost the Dolphins 2 games. Honestly, realistically, it's cost the Dolphins 2 games. It could have cost them a game against the Patriots. And yesterday could have possibly cost them that. I mean, look, Jay Cutler played awful. Okay? Played awful. But that call on Xavier Howard, complete BS. But all of that aside, he still played well. Xavier Howard still played well. So all you stupid idiots who said he was a bust. All you idiots who said he was a bust. All you announcers said he was a bust. Listen to the coaches. Coaches know better than you. I'm someone who has very big opinions. Very big opinions. But if Adam Gase says something, I'm going to take it for truth. I'm going to take what Adam Gase says and believe him. Why, you may ask? Why? He's there more than any of us. So if Adam Gase tells me, Xavier Howard, he's the first guy in, he's the last guy out, he's taking the most note. This is all hypothetical. Don't quote this. Please don't quote this. Let's say he's saying that, first guy in, first guy out. Or first guy in, last guy out, taking notes during meetings, always trying to improve his technique, working hard every day. Guess what? I'm going to believe it. If they say X has been doing a lot of great things, well, here, let me try to do my Adam Gase. X has been doing a lot of great things, and I just think he hasn't just been in the position this year. Honestly, it's so hard. You have to be a very, brutal and straight to the point guy. It's kind of why I like Adam Gase. But, if he says that he's been doing that stuff, I'm taking it that he's been doing that stuff. It's the same thing if he says, Ryan's been the first guy in, last guy out. He's been working hard. He's had a great off season. I mean, it looks like his rehab's been doing great. I'm going to believe him. I mean, let's be real here. Ryan Tannehill was running stairs on a Thursday night game against the Ravens. He was running stairs in the stadium. I put out on Twitter, I wonder if anyone can help me with this. Just a little mention here that all I want for Christmas is to meet Ryan Tannehill or Thomas Muller. The second one's a little bit unrealistic. But hey, if anyone personally knows Ryan Tannehill, you want to hook me up, let me meet RT17. That'd be cool. But besides that, I'm trying to take a little bit of light out of this. I'm trying to be a little bit happier and kind of look at the situation and be like, well, there's so many people dogging on this team all year. And if they can finish 8-8, I'll be satisfied. I'll be more than satisfied. I said that with Tannehill, this team could have finished 10-6. I believe it. This team could have most definitely finished 10-6. But, hey, with Tannehill going out, we got to see some flaws in our team that can be addressed for when he comes back. Got to get a new right tackle. or excuse me, guard, because Jesse Davis is the future at right tackle. I think we all know that. I mean, but he's been playing great at guard either way. Mike Pouncey, he's been playing better and better and better, honestly. And you got to keep him. Maybe draft a guy to back him up. Left tackle, look, Tunsil's been playing great in certain games and bad in some games. That's what happens. Is he a bust? Not until he does some Deion Jordan type stuff. Not going to be a bust. The game he had against the Broncos, great. The game he had against the Patriots, great. Yesterday, he played very well. Had a couple miscues, but he played very well. Certain guys need time, especially when you had him play left guard. Now he's back to left tackle. Takes time, y'all. Things just don't happen at the snap of a finger. So I think we all just need to sit back, not worry about the playoffs. We shouldn't worry about the playoffs unless we beat the Chiefs. If we don't beat the Chiefs on Sunday, no talk about playoffs. But from here till Sunday, I will not speak about the Dolphins going to the playoffs. I'll speak about, let's have a hell of an end of the season. Let's beat the Chiefs. Let's beat the Bills. And ride into the offseason, the draft, on high spirits. And see what next season has to hold for us. Guys, Dolphins franchise will resume shortly. I have my final, coincidentally, yeah. My final is on Wednesday. After that, I am free for, I believe, 3.5 weeks, where I will try my best to edit and get videos out, at least with the Dolphins franchise, one after the other, so I can get back up to date where I want to be. I want to try to be at week 9 by the middle of January. I could probably be at week 9 very, very quickly. I just don't want to fail statistics. And there's a lot of more pressing issues to deal with rather than just consistently editing videos. I love this. This, I would like to be a job for me, at least talking to people, being a broadcaster, doing stuff like that. If you have anyone, you can hit me up. But you know, either way, I'll see you guys next time. Make sure you guys subscribe if you're not subscribed. Make sure you like down below. Comment down below what you guys think about the Miami Dolphins season. And you know, as always, peace.